When you're about to go out and hire a bankruptcy attorney, what should you look for?
Experience, obviously, a granted question, but I don't want to also put a damper on the younger members of the bar. There's very good young members of the bar who can do a bankruptcy. It's knowledge of the bankruptcy code, but it's also knowledge of of finances, knowledge of the financial industry. Look for somebody who's understands banks or understands financial products and services, like been trained as, say, a financial advisor who has financing courses. Somebody who has something more than just, I do bankruptcies for $2.99. Because price will get you what price gets you. Lack of experience, maybe a paralegal working on your case or a secretary. It's not going to get someone who answers this question: how, at the end of the day, when I file bankruptcy, what will my life be like afterward? Will I have a quality of life that I can then go forward and never file bankruptcy again? I think that's an important question, is what's the purpose of the bankruptcy? Is it just to do the bankruptcy, or is it somebody to give you real life counseling to help you so you never file one again, and who has the experience and the knowledge of all the options that are available to you so you don't have to file again? I mean, if you're going to file, at least have somebody who explains all the options to you, all the results, and then what do I do the day my discharge is granted going forward the rest of my life. Because I'm going to have it on my credit record. How do I rebuild my credit? What's the best ways to be rebuild my credit? And what's the best way to keep from ever doing this again? I still remember to this day a 62-year-old woman who came to me, brought in by her daughter, and she was in tears. And she was in tears because her husband had just passed away, 67 years old, didn't have insurance, didn't have a lot of things that could help her, take care of her, and now she was facing a foreclosure, losing her home. There was no assets, there was nothing left for her to save. She didn't have enough money. Social Security would not provide enough for her to keep her home. And she was just in tears because bankruptcy was never an option, never something that she ever wanted to consider. So we filed the bankruptcy. She lost the home. Fortunately, the daughter had a big enough home she could take her mother in. But it still struck me that very day that a lot of people don't understand preparing their financials, preparing in such a way to avoid these hiccups. I do bankruptcy because I understand that life happens. Death, medical issues, layoffs, underemployment, bad economy. I understand how all of those affect people. And because I understand that intimately, my desire always was to gain as much knowledge, as much experience in a number of different areas so that I give my clients the benefit of all that experience and all the years that I've done this. So having worked with both creditors and debtors, working with bank loans, large commercial debt, small debt, working with financial professionals, also having professional background myself, financial professional background myself, I'm able to give that quality of service to individuals to answer their questions in these areas. So I'm not just tailoring my answers to say, hey, this is all Gary. But these are the kind of people you look for, people who take with a passion and a desire to get the experience so they can give their clients the best and broadest answers for their financial problems. So that's what you should look for.